Good morning, all, and welcome to a live cast from Club Marylands. We have the Metro Northwest Women's Fours Final. We have the first day of the Metro Northwest Region Championships. So we've got two finals on at the moment and some semi-finals in some other events, which I'll give you a bit more information on a little bit later. We're just looking at the last two bowls from the skips coming down in the trial ends, second trial end, and this particular match is an all Marylands affair. Once again, good morning. My name's Gavin Holborn. I'm on commentary with Katie Astley, who will be in with us shortly. She's out there taking some photos of all our combatants out there this morning. And as I mentioned, it's an all Marylands affair out there. We have Samantha Noronha's team, which includes Danelle Hutchinson at lead, Chakouch and Natalie Lewis. And they're up against Reaghan Bunn's young team of Peytan Bunn, Julie Rothery, Sophie Payne, and we're in for a bit of a treat this morning. Welcome, Katie.
Hello, everyone.
So we've finally got a legal jack out there, and it will be Danelle Hutchinson leading off for her team, which is Samantha Noronha skip. Over in the background, you can see a few of the other games going on. So we have our men's fours semi-finals. We have our ladies senior fours final, and we have the semi-finals of the men's senior pairs. So we will keep you updated as we go along. If you check out the Metro Northwest Facebook page where we've shared this live stream, if you look at the comments, you will see a link to a document which will keep live scores up on all of those games. So if you're following somebody else on one of those other rinks, follow that live score updates and we'll try and put them across the airwaves here as well. As we see a great start from young Peytan Bunn there. Good reply from Danelle. So Peytan Bunn, her sister Reaghan is the skip. Peytan is only 15 years old, Reaghan is 17, and they've got 16-year-old Sophie at third, as Peyton's put another great bowl down here. Still one to Danelle, but very good start there from young Peytan. Green's probably running close to a good 15 at the moment. It will quicken up, probably get up to about 17. Chakouch, 17 years old, with her first bowl. And what a starter. It's gone against her, but yes, very good starter in the head there.
Now, I've just had a little walk around before while they were having their roll-up, and I heard from the men on the rink over that the forehand coming down here on the left is a touch quicker, so we might see a little bit of run-on that side from the start, as we see Julie trail the jack. Brilliant start there.
So the first few bowls, it's quite easy to see who's who because, actually I think it's going to be very good the whole way through. All the dark blue bowls are all Reaghan Bunn's teams.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yes, it is. So it's basically the dark blue against everything else. Great shot there from Chanel.
Yep, taking that shot straight back. See how Julie will reply.
Yeah, a bit of a tactical change from the younger girls team. Julie's been playing third.
And she's
What a
behind.
good shot.
Again, she's holding shot with that. She's, as Sam is saying, she's only a foot behind to Chanel's, which is about 2 foot in front looking from our spot.
Yeah, Julie'd been playing third in the lead-up matches, and the girls decided to change that up a little bit. Natalie just a little bit too tight. I assume she was just trying to get around and possibly sit on that shot bowl. Sophie's first bowl, nearly two yards short. Out of her hand, she didn't like that one. Struggling with a bit of a knee issue. She was in a bit of pain yesterday. She's got some painkillers in her this morning, and hopefully they'll last throughout the game for her. Natalie once again just a bit through.
Last bowl before the crossover. See Sophie just overcorrecting a touch. Not an all terrible home, and she's finishing just a foot short of the tee. Natalie's is pretty much right on it.
Yeah, so they're just off the bottom of the screen there. We'll move that down if we feel like they're going to come into play, but they are a good 3 yards behind. Any insights from the players before we started, Katie?
No, not necessarily. I have a feeling that Nat and Sam will have a preference for the longer ends, as that's what I've seen them do, not just in their own games, but also in the Platinum Pennant, both playing up front. I think they do have a favour for that, so we might see that coming into the game.
Yes, and the Reaghan's team have had a bit of a chat with them yesterday, and they're probably going to favour the longer ends as well themselves. Great start from Reaghan Bunn. 2 shots. 1 to come from Samantha.
It's given her a bit of a shelf though. She needs to play a bit more positive.
They do turn from out there. It's quite a wide hand out there.
And it is coming back, like you said, Gavin. That is a brilliant shot.
That is brilliant.
I think Sam's first bowl here has given Reaghan a little bit of strife because she can't really play much more than a draw, and she's only got a bowl to do it.
That's right.
A bowl and a half at most. And she's got Chanel's on the inside, so picking that gate is a very risky play. It looks like she's gone for the draw.
She's turned her back on it. And it will be one to Samantha.
Very fair effort though. She was only a couple feet out. Just added that extra foot of weight, but
Yeah, well, the foot of weight would have been good if she'd sat on it.
yeah, correct.
So nice start for both sides there. Good bowls in the head. If you don't know some of these ladies, you're not seeing double. Samantha Noronha and Natalie Lewis, sisters and twins. That's playing skip and third. Both highly decorated players, New South Wales representatives. They've got Chakouch, who's the Bowls New South Wales Junior Bowler of the Year, just been announced 2 days ago. So an extremely well-credentialed side. Up against a fairly young side, they've got Julie Rothery in there, and I won't say what her age is, but the other 3, they're averaging 16 years old. Great start there from Danelle. Nice conditions for play out here today. Cloud cover. Keep all that heat off them. If you're not quite sure, as we see Peyton have a great start again. She's played 3 great bowls already this game. She's up for it. If you're not quite sure where Merrylands is, it is in Western Sydney, near Parramatta, which is basically what's termed the second CBD of Sydney.
Danelle coming in here. Only a couple feet behind. This is a very nice start. Very helpful leading. If I were the skip on that team, I'd be very pleased with that. Although she didn't get the shot, she's still got 2 in very good homes.
Absolutely.
Peyton's just dropped a little bit of weight on this one, finishing at the top of the logo, which is probably about 1.5 meters out.
Yeah, Peyton's been in some very good form of late. She has been playing in the Reaghan reserve singles and had some very, very big wins. And a couple of those were on this particular green, so she's used to this pace. So once again, if you've just joined us, it's pretty easy to see who's who, even though it's 2 Merrylands teams playing. As we see Chanel come down with a very nice bowl. Samantha and Noronha's team's bowls, they're all the pink ones that you see on the screen, and then you'll see some white and some, I don't know, let's call it green or not, but all basically blue bowls for Reaghan Bunn's team. So that will make it fairly easy to tell who's who. We are playing a 21 end game here.
Very easy to cut across the head on that hand. As you often find on this screen, it is quite wide.
Yeah, so as you're looking on the screen here, that left-hand side of the screen, that hand there turns a fair bit more than the other hand that's on the right-hand side of the screen. This is the end rink, but the greenkeepers have got it well inside from the ditch.
That's coming down here. Oof. Just need a little bit more turn on that one, but
Sophie Payne on the mat now. She too has been in a rich vein of form. She's also in the triples final in 2 weeks' time. Got beaten in the semi-final of the pairs. In the club singles recently, she got beaten 25-24 by Samantha. So she's been in great form. Chanel, who we just saw before, she's been in great form, winning lots of stuff recently. We'll mention shortly as we see a very nice bowl here from Natalie. She's made a couple of shots, but there is a fair bit of room.
great shot by
What a
Noah.
great shot. Great shot.
Sorry about that. We've got an old replay. As we see Sophie coming in. Close. I think Sophie might have got the shot out of that. Reaghan indicates that that's the case. So just letting you know who's playing next door as we wait for these skips to make their way to the other end. We've got the men's fours semi-finals on the next two rinks. Next door we've got two Marylands teams. We've got Eddie Williams, Tony Wood, Heath Lewis and Mason Lewis up against Pete Harry, Sean Thompson, Jack McShane and Dave Ferguson. What a solid bunch of players they are, so that's going to be a great game. And the other semi-final is Northmead versus Wenty. A team skipped by Mickey O'Loughlin from Northmead has Nathan Hurd, Dave Wells and Brendan Conway. As we see big weight played here. She's got 2 seconds, so that's, or maybe 3. And that Northmead side is up against Wenty's Franklin Fong, Rick Lucy, Rowan Dennis and Maddie Swan.
I think this one from Reaghan is just going to duck a touch early.
Yes, also a couple of yards shy. So after that I would believe that Sam will go again. Jack's probably the best option.
Oof.
Close, could have got it off that.
Yes.
So Reaghan's got to throw this one out a bit wider. She'd be almost out to that next rink's bowls.
Looks pretty similar in track.
Yeah.
We'll see how weight's going.
It's going to be narrow.
Just depends on where she finishes.
Is it holding on? It
Yes.
will.
There's the top shot.
Great shot from young Reaghan. And we have both sides on the board. 2-1 to Reaghan Bunn over Samantha Noronha after 2 ends. Going further across the green, we have the ladies senior fours final, and it's only 18 ends. So if you're following any updates, they are the only age group that plays less ends than 21 in the fours. And that is Pennant Hill's side of Catherine Foster up against the Hills' Karen McCann. And then even further along, we have the senior pairs semi-finals. And senior pairs semi-finals, we've got Toongabbie versus Denniston. That's Mick McDonald versus Scruffy Mark Barton. And an all-Wenty semi-final where we have Martin Miles up against Chuck Fung. As I said, you're watching the women's fours final as we see Danelle come down and grab the jack after a great start from Peyton. This is the ladies fours final. This afternoon we'll be live streaming the men's fours final, which is, as we said, the 2 semi-finals on the 2 rinks over. You can see in the background. Very well weighted again from Peyton, but she's cut a grass.
Looks like another fair track here from Danelle.
Yep, 2 great bowls.
Sam has called it the hold, but it's finished in quite a good home anyway. I think there's been a very good lead tussle happening right from the get-go here, Gavin.
Yeah, both of them are getting their weight very well. The grass, obviously, it's, as we said, it's turning a lot out there, and you can see that. And this will start to quicken up and get a little bit wider. That's a great shot there from Julie Rothery. Chanel Chakouch on the bat, 17 years old, as I mentioned. She was announced as the Bowls New South Wales Junior Bowler of the Year this week. And only last week she won the Women's Region Pairs final with Sharon Farrell. So that was our first region final of the year. Chanel unfortunately running into Peyton's bowl, knocking up a bit. Chanel in the middle of a HSC at the moment, so she's been studying hard over the last couple of months and probably spending less time in the green than normal, but she was telling me this morning she's feeling really relaxed about her exams, and obviously that'll only help her with the bowl, so she was very relaxed out there. I think
Sorry, if my memory doesn't trick me. Forgot the word there. I do believe she is probably about just over halfway through her HSC. Now, it obviously depends on what courses she's doing, but it started, I'd say, almost 2 weeks ago.
Yep, very good bowl. Yes, she's got 3 more exams to go, I believe.
3 more, wow.
So she's been having a stressful few months with all the study,
definitely.
but as she said to me this morning, she's relaxed about it all at the moment.
Yes, I will say in some previous events that I've travelled with her, I do see her with a book and pen in hand most of the time, so that does make sense to me.
Now we've got 2 more of these girls just started their HSC courses as well, in Reaghan and Sophie. And at the moment we've got that 1 pink bowl of Danelle's holding shot there for Sam's side, as Natalie comes in and gets another one just in behind. Yeah, I was chatting to Reaghan and Sophie yesterday, and they changed around. They put Sophie up to 3rd and put Julie back to 2nd, and that was basically the reason being that they expected a lot of tight bowls in the head, and they thought Sophie would be better if required to play a yard or 2 of weight, and just letting Julie just play her own draw shot weight. Unfortunately, I think she's just given the shot away there, but they do have the next 5, and the plant is on. So whilst they may be 1 down here, there is a big shot on here for Sam, and she will have last bowl. So very, very important that Reaghan gets one in amongst this.
I don't know about you, Gavin, but if I were Reaghan in this position, I'd almost be trying to play the shot first.
Yeah, she's got the only back bowl, and you can also see right down the bottom right-hand corner, snuck in the corner of the screen there. That's another bowl for her team. That's Sophie's bowl there.
See if I can move it for everyone. But yeah, there's still the option of the trail, and if she does land the plant first, there's a chance she can work off onto the jack.
Yeah, and she'll still have a close second if that occurs. So
that'll change the shot for Sam anyway.
Sophie's in our way, but I can also see this live, and she is close. Reaghan, oh. Well, the plant is still on, but that last bowl is going to stick in there, I think.
I think it's definitely minimised the angles. As before, you could almost pick any side of that pink bowl and get a good result, but now I think you're limited to either just the right side of it and missing Reaghan's completely, or getting the complete inside of Reaghan's and hoping it doesn't hang around.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I was talking to these younger girls here yesterday, and they knew there was a good chance that these players would have a lot more bowls in the head than them, so they'd have to take their chances when they're available and have to minimise damage at times as well. So Sam has shown what she's going to be doing, so there is a chance that if she can get the right hand side of Reaghan's last bowl, that it will go out clean and also have enough weight to push through the other blue bowl of Peytan Bunns and hold 5 or 6. So there's still angles there for that. So Reaghan, once again, would love to get another one in amongst this.
Now, it might just be speculation from me, but I think if you get the right side of the pink, you could get both of the opposition clean, yeah. So I think that's what they're looking for.
Yep, and that's sort of what I was saying, like the right-hand side of the blue bowl, which basically gets the pink bowl as well, yeah.
Yeah, there's the 2 options there.
Well, she will definitely be trying for it. Reaghan's going to fall short here, but it's not an ugly place to be falling short in. Well, it didn't quite come across as far as I thought. I think she's cut this one as well. Ooh, nearly got that white, so that will be one shot to Reaghan Bunn. It is a 3-1 lead after 3 ends. Peytan Bunn, 15 years old, coming down with her first bowl. She's going to go through it by a couple of metres. If you're looking for some other scores, if you go to the Metro Northwest Region Facebook page, we've shared this live stream, and I've also in the comments put a link to live scores, and we'll try and update those as best we can. From our commentary position, we can't see many scores at all. But the rink next door, one of the men's fours semi-finals, it is a 4-2 lead to Mason Lewis over David Ferguson. Well, that is nowhere near the standard we've seen from these two leads. Both of these have been fairly close with their weights, and it's a little bit open there now.
I think the biggest part of this green is really just trying to get that grass right. I think once you've got that figured out, the weight comes quite naturally. I think that's our biggest struggle on this rink in particular.
Yep.
On this end. So it's I really think it's just whoever gets their grass right first.
Yeah, and
will have the upper hand.
As we mentioned before, this will be changing fairly quickly at the moment. It's definitely looking like it's got a little bit wider. Chakouch, well, she's nailed it.
And there have been some quite strong gusts happening in this area recently.
Yeah, it's not too bad at the moment, but we will expect that wind to get up at the moment, during the day, sorry. As we see Julie Rothery sticking on her backhand. This is the tighter hand. Yeah, she's finished about 1.5 yards through as well. So assuming that Chanel can put something similar down to her first one here, there's going to be a little bit of pressure onto Sophie Payne and then her skipper Reaghan Bunn. Well, I think she's going to move that jack.
A little nudge over that way doesn't hurt, but it does remove that close shot that she just put down at first.
Yeah,
so.
it's just opened it up. And
might bring Danelle's wide bowl into shot as well.
Can't see that being the case by the end of the end, though.
I'm sure something will change.
Well, Sophie's fallen well short too. Not sure what's happened this end, Katie. It's fairly loose from what we've seen so far this game. Good shot here from Natalie. Oh, it's just run across.
It does look still like her shot, but...
Yeah, looks like one shot to Natalie with the white bowl.
Down comes Sophie.
Already
Very
clapping here from Reaghan. And a little touch. And also, interestingly, there's only one bowl behind for Samantha's side.
It is in a good home though, so it's definitely valuable for this shot, as we're looking for a little sit or trail.
It's in a good spot for a trail on that hand, but if Reaghan can come down on that forehand, I'm not sure whether she'll get down underneath. I think she should be able to get down underneath the Sophie's on her forehand, and a little trail there could be very interesting. Probably 4 shots, and
It looks like that's what they agreed on, just judging by their body language.
well, they did say when there were opportunities there, they're going to look to try and take them. Knowing the quality of their opposition, they know that if there's an opportunity to turn a 1 into a 3 without much danger, then you probably need to try and play them at least. This doesn't have the weight for it.
The track isn't all terrible for that shot.
It's probably very good, yeah.
Yeah, as much as it's cut across the head, that is sort of what you're wanting. You get that weight right, you can get a good trail out of that.
Well, Sam's having a good look. And since she's looking at forehand, I would have thought she might have wanted to come down that backhand and sit the bowl or trail that jack.
I think Reaghan might have just cut that off for her. As much as it's a similar line to Chanel's, it's a lot shorter, so it does remove a lot of that turn.
Yeah, she'd have to play a bit more weight than probably what she wants, because there still is the danger that if she does play 2 yards down and slices the jack to the right, then she's in a bit of trouble. But she's going to go the backhand though. Ideally, she probably wants the bowl more than the jack. Not going to turn enough with that weight.
It's just seemed to hold out there for her.
Well, that hand does, as you know, like you play a bit of weight in that hand, especially in the other direction, it just holds out there.
Yeah.
We've said that a lot on live streaming over recent months. Well, it's a pretty good line from Reaghan to get through the gap. Oh, a lot of luck there. You can see Natalie in the bottom right-hand corner. Her face and so she's going to go big at this and try and move the bowls. It's just going to go under, so it'll be another 2 shots to Reaghan Bunn. I think they're looking at it now.
Well, I've already chucked it on the scoreboard, so
have I.
I might have to edit that one in a second.
I didn't see the signal, but I believe it. Reaghan's done the board. Yes, it's 5-1, so it was 2 shots.
All right.
5-1 to Reaghan Bunn over Samantha Noronha after 4 ends of 21. I might just duck out, Katie, and put some updates of the scores across the 6 rinks. So once again, if you are following results from some of the other games out there, reminder that we've got the ladies senior fours final, the men's fours semi-finals, and the men's senior pairs semi-finals. You can see those updates by following the link in the comments from the Metro Northwest Facebook page.
Thanks, Gavin. Doing my work for me. I was just seeing a comment here from Carmen. Congrats on your award, Katie. Thank you very much. I don't know why, but I was so nervous that night. My mum spent half the night just telling me not to be so nervous about it. But yeah, really proud of that one. Nice little trophy to add to the cabinet. So yeah, thank you for that. Now we see our 2 leads here. We've got Danelle and Peyton tussling it out again. I'll zoom this in for you because they like to chuck it a bit short sometimes. Perhaps just a change of pace for Reaghan's team, trying to hold that lead. Oh, she's tracking well. Very good set from Peyton here. One bang on the jack, and one about a metre behind looking from where I'm at. Does only look like 2 feet from the camera, but it is a bit further. But that's not all that terrible, especially on a shorter length. People are sort of playing a little bit more into it. That movement, very helpful with Peyton's bowl there. And a little nudge from Danelle there, well done. This is Julie stepping on the mat. Tracking well again. Might just sit Danelle's bolt. Ooh, just a slider. That was that touch bit of pace that I was talking about before though. Movement of that jack will make that bowl pretty valuable a bit later on. Chanel here. Finish in a good area. Just jack high, about a foot wide on the forehand. Oof. Julie down there's just bumped Chanel's in by a roll. I think my friend is back now.
Yeah, just updating some of those scores as we see another good bowl come in from Chanel.
Yeah, Reaghan swapped Sophie over now. I think Chanel's last bowl has gotten in the eye. There is a nice guide underneath Peyton's bowl. Little movement of it could put it into second shot as well, but Sophie's finished about a metre behind.
Yeah, grasped it well, so something similar with a yard off next bowl will be very nice for her. As we see Natalie coming down on the forehand. Looking nice. Looking very nice.
Brilliant
That's
shot there.
Great shot.
Tucked right behind that jack.
So Sophie's still on the draw, and as that's coming down, I'll just give you a couple little updates. The men's fours semis, we've got Mason Lewis 4-3 up over Dave Ferguson. Great weight, just cut it a little bit. And the other men's fours semi-final, Northmead up against Wenty. It's the Wenty side of Maddie Swan up against Mickey O'Loughlin from Northmead with an 8-0 lead after 3 ends. Natalie's also cut a grass there with brilliant weight. Haven't seen a signal, but it's at least 2 obviously, but looking live I think it's only 2. The front pink one of Chanel's, it's nearly 2 foot short, so I think that one will be just out.
It does look like a couple bowls outside of Sophie's wide bowl on the left. I would favour Sophie's to be third shot, just looking from the camera perspective.
Well, Reaghan's choosing to come down here on the forehand. So she's got to just get inside Sophie's bowl and around Chanel's bowl. She's got good weight on it, but she's not quite going to get around. But it is another one in the head. May even be another third.
She almost caught the jack just coming under Chanel's bowl there.
Yeah.
Which surprised me. I didn't see that happening.
Sam also is going to come down this forehand. Once again, she just got to get around Chanel's and run into Sophie's dark wing bowl there. The line looks good, but is she up enough? And the answer is no. Reaghan looks like she's just going to stick with the draw. Thought she might have considered having a bit of an attack at it.
Yeah, I could almost see getting both bowls through Chanel's short bowl.
Yeah, I don't think there was any conversation, but if she had 2/3, I would have expected this. This is very well down. Well, she's going to get second out of it, I think. Oh, we're not sure. Looking live, yeah, it's pretty close. I didn't see the finger signal there, did you, Katie?
That's 2 from Nat.
2, yep, okay.
Yep.
So she'll switch over. It's all just about her weight on this one. Not quite going to get there. Will be a couple to Sam Noronha. Gets the score back to 3-5. Couple of other score updates. The ladies' senior fours final, which is an 18-end game. That is 2-all after 3 between Pennant Hills and the Hills. And only early scores in the men's pairs semi-finals. Toongabbie versus Denniston is 2-all. And Wenty versus Wenty, it's Chuck Fung over Martin Miles 3-1.
Danelle coming down on the forehand here.
Yeah, Peyton's turned her back on it. She's a yard and a half through. Probably 2 yards through.
Possibly just an over-adjustment from playing the short length that they just did last end.
The breeze is starting to come up a bit here. And on this quick green, it will have an effect.
Peyton not a fan of that one. She has slid in for shot though.
Yeah, she just needs to relax, and everyone's going to put some bad bowls down. We've seen a whole lot of them, go too tight at times. That's what's going to happen on this pace green.
And especially with those gusts coming in, sometimes you just have to accept that sometimes they might not turn how you want them to.
That's right. So Chanel's not far wrong with the weight, but probably saw everyone else cutting the head a bit out there with that breeze up a bit. Stayed out that one. Julie Rothery here playing second for Reaghan Bunn. Well, that's probably shot. Chanel's second and final bowl of the end coming down nicely here now. Oh, it's not quite going to reach. Well, there's plenty of room here for the thirds and skips.
And if you're just joining, we have Reaghan Bunn versus Sam Noronha. For the most part, we can pick apart each team's bowls by the colours, as Reaghan's team consists of all of the blue bowls minus Noronha's teals. And Sam has the pink ones from Chanel and Danelle Hutchinson. Down comes Nat from Samantha's team.
And that is a great bowl. Number 1. Sophie Payne, 16 years old. She's coming down on the forehand now. Probably good grass on this. It's just whether she navigates. And she hasn't been able to do that. That would have been very close.
Yeah, just caught the wrong edge of that, really.
Yep, grabbed Chanel's bowl and pushed up a little bit, so it is a couple to Samantha's side. And Natalie's played another great bowl.
Yeah, wow. Finishing less than a bowl behind the jack, navigating around Chanel's bowl.
Yeah, I'm
Brilliant shots there.
not a fan of this call from Reaghan. It's very difficult to change hands and navigate all those short bowls. Once again, she's got a good line. She finds the gap. Oh, that's very, very good from Sophie. Probably second shot.
Yeah, it'd be in a good area for it. Now, what do you favour for a shot for Reaghan here, Gavin? Because there is quite a lot blocking the view on both hands. Like, you don't want to play up Chanel's bowl in case it's just moved out of the count now. But on the other hand, there is still the short bowls on both teams.
Yeah, I think she's just got to try and get one more in there. Because if she plays, even a good couple of yards of weight, there's a chance that if that last bowl of Sophie's goes out of the head, it's going to be at least 3 down, if not 4. And a couple of bowls more to come from Sam, which you'd expect to be inside that fourth shot as well. So I'm not quite sure, just trying to get one in there on either hand maybe. I do favour the forehand, even if she runs into Chanel's, but wait and see what they think.
Now, see, if I were playing this shot, knowing that my bowls will turn quite a touch more, I'm almost favouring the other hand, Gavin.
Yep.
I would want to play around the pink and just try to get to Nat's right-hand bowl. Just get inside that to count, because mine do turn more than Reaghan's do.
Well, that's what she called Sophie on, and looking at that swing there, that's what she's going to try and do as well. Yes, I don't think she can get round the pink and get shot, but as you say, if she just beats that bottom right-hand white one of Natalie's, then that's another good second wood, and the fact that her two bowls would then be separated, she could afford to play weight with the last.
It looks like she is playing down there for that shot. Just about whether she navigates this pink bowl.
Oh, she's very close.
Ooh.
Oh, she was millimetres off. She actually would have got back, I think, for the shot bowl there, the way it was turning.
Now, from my experience playing on this screen, this backhand coming back to the club is quite tricky. Yes. I think it is the trickiest hand out of all four.
Definitely.
Because especially with the wind, it either just catches and goes straight, or it just hooks. And it might just be my optimist talking and struggling, but
no, I think most of us have that same issue, and you throw, let's say, only 2 metres of weight on it, just seems to hold.
Yep.
It's not easy. One down here is no disaster, so I'd be... Well, she's going down the backhand there, so if she tries and plays the same bowl and adds a millimetre of grass, she will be close.
Or not even, just a little poke of the wind and she's got the shot.
Well, that's exactly right. Well, she's very good.
She's picked it twice.
Well, 2 great bowls.
Wow.
No luck. I assume that's only going to be one. No, it's 2. So that evens up the game at 5-all after 6 ends.
I've got Danelle chucking a short jack here. This goes against my predictions from the start of the game of the Noronha team playing T to T, but I think this is finished pretty close to a fair medium long, I'd reckon.
Yes, well, on the screen, the jack's very close to the bottom of our screen, but that is a good 4 yards short of the tee.
Yep.
Well, Danelle hasn't been throwing it out wide enough in that hand in this direction. It swings back a lot from out there. Great day here in Western Sydney as we see Peyton with her best bowl in a few ends here now. This is what she sort of did at the start, but the green speed would have been changing. It's now 20 degrees, so beautiful weather for bowls. Stay around with us this afternoon and we'll be live streaming the men's fours final. Currently in the 2 semis over there, we have Dave Ferguson up against Mason Lewis, and Fergo leads by a single shot. And in the other semi-final, Matty Longswong from Weddy Leagues has a 12-0 lead over Mickey O'Loughlin's Northmead side. Good correction there from Danelle, not quite a metre short.
Peyton chased that bowl up the head, hoping that it would be pretty similar, and she's not terribly far off. I think she's only a 1.5 foot short.
Yeah, that's another one that's not too far away.
I think that will be one of the shots that will get a bit muddy in the eye later on this end, though.
Yeah, well, it's very much in the decent draw line down there, and which may be why Reaghan's asked for Julie to come down on that hand and possibly just move that bowl up a touch.
Hopefully don't pick the wrong one here.
Well, she's weighted it fairly well, Julie. Is once again, fair few tight bowls. Good correction here from Chanel, coming in for the shot.
Brilliant shot there.
Lovely. Well, I don't think
She
it is
might,
shot.
no, she might still be down.
Looking at it live, it is one shot to Reaghan with the blue bowl.
Yeah, because I think she's just bumped it and it's flopped forward.
Oh, Julie's
Against
fallen
it.
over.
Ooh.
I don't know whether she slipped there or not. And
She's still smiling and laughing. I think she's okay. I hope she's okay. She might have just bumped a bowl in walking around.
no, it was straight on the bat. She was still only
Oh.
just released it. Anyway, she had good weight on that one. As we see, Natalie, the third for Samantha, just, I assume, trying to just get down there and sort of sit that bowl a touch and hold a few. Sophie really needs to get another one in here for her side. It's looking in the area. Reaghan likes it.
Clear that one.
Oh, another little touch that hasn't gone their way.
Still a third shot though.
Yes.
And jack high at that.
Yep.
Can be quite valuable for guidance, at least later on, if we're trying to navigate that forehand.
So Natalie has just gone a little bit tight and probably a bit shorter than what she wanted as well. Well, Reaghan's going to call her down on this forehand again. That's a lot tighter than the last one.
If it clears that one, yeah.
Backdoored another third shot she has shot. Samantha will be going to the mat. One down. The next couple after that, also Reaghan Bunn's, but Sam does own the 3 back ones. If that jack could get through that gap. I think number 1, she's just trying to sit on that shot bowl, Katie, on that backhand, I'd assume.
Yeah, definitely.
She wouldn't be trying to play much through it.
I don't think that's worth it.
Doesn't want to just go tight and touch hers out a couple of feet because she'll be 3 down.
Yep. The 3, almost 4-to-1 ratio of bowls there. Probably not the best idea, but a little nudge of jack over to our left.
Well, it looks like she's grasped this well. They're looking quite intently here.
Oh, she's
Sam
close.
has got the jack, but moved it to the shot bowl. So she hasn't changed anything badly, apart from the fact this might be a little bit harder shot next bowl. Got another one in the head.
It still looks doable under Sophie's bowl, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's definitely something.
Same sort of bowl that Jackie's going to go left.
Yeah. You can play it more confident now, too. Like,
yep.
Getting the bowl almost guarantees a little piece of jack over to Chanel.
Yep.
If you get it clean, you've still got the one anyway.
Got everything behind.
Yeah. But that might also leave... It would be close, but it might also leave Sam's last bowl to be close for third shot as well.
Yep.
Between hers and Sophie's. So it's removed quite a lot of danger, that bowl. As much as she didn't get the result she wanted, it's still very valuable.
Not a bad effort from Reaghan down on that hand. Would have liked to have been probably another yard through. Well, I don't think there's much danger here. She's got to play at least a yard through and can probably choose whatever weight she wants.
It looks like Natalie's calling a bit of a heavier shot here because she's noticing all of the bowls at the back.
Yep.
And at one point I thought I saw her calling a big weight down the forehand, possibly cutting underneath Danelle's bowl to pick it out clean. But it looks like
she is close. Is it going to turn too much? It is. Well, that might be 2 now.
Yeah, she put a finger measure on it, so I didn't see the clarification there, but...
Well, does Reaghan look to come down onto Sophie's bowl, onto the teal bowl? That would be worth 5, I would think.
Look, it's honestly close for Julie's leftmost bowl to even count. And
that's
Peyton's
what they're looking
bowl.
at.
Yeah.
Yep.
Could be almost 7 shots here if she hangs around.
Well, it is something that they had in their minds that if these opportunities arose, they'd probably take it at 5 all.
I mean, even if you're narrow, you've still got, or get the wrong result, you can just push any of yours up for another shot.
Yep.
There's really...
And I don't think the jack can move back with the shot she's playing. I don't think the jack can move back against her. So
yeah, correct.
All positive. Well, once again, as you put a little bit of weight on it, it hangs out there. So 1 shot to Reaghan Bunn. We've had 3 twos in this game and 4 singles. Nice tight game.
We were close to a 7 there.
We were close.
Would have made it on the all-famous Maryland's highlight reels.
Absolutely. I did like the intent. And I think out of the hand, she probably thought, oh, this is close. And
Yeah.
yeah, once again, in that particular hand, you throw that bit of weight on it, it won't turn. And
Really just leaving it to fate's hands at that point.
yeah. So Peyton Bunn's got the mat up a fairway, got the jack up a fairway. I think we're probably looking at about a 24 metre end. And she's gone a yard and a half through.
Just watching this ball here. She's run it out. No, she's corrected quite well. Great shot to Peyton there. One resting right on the jack.
Absolutely.
I was going to say, seeing these ends coming back to the club, it makes me question whether there's a grand difference in weight and the track
Yes.
coming both ways.
Yep.
Which, as I mentioned before, the grass is different coming back on the back end, but the pace could also make a big difference there as well. And swapping between those long and short ends, they might just be thrown off a little bit.
Yeah, I think in general the heads have been tighter going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
We've seen a few fairly loose ends in this direction.
Which is quite interesting because this side is a little bit more protected by the club behind it. As much as they're in the corner, they are bowling towards the club rather than to the main road.
Yep. And whilst this is rink 1, it's actually more in than normal rink 2, so
Yeah. So I think we're still seeing half of the players here trying to find their footing. Which I find is very reasonable, only 8 ends into the game.
Yep.
Especially when only half of them are in this direction.
good correction there from Julie. That's her
Yep.
best bowl in this direction for a while. She's going for a walk. Hopefully she's not feeling the effects of that fall she had last end. Chanel looking pretty well down here. What a nice bowl.
Brilliant shot.
Three bowls down at that stage and gets a nice little toucher in there.
Now, Gavin, I can't see from here, but what are our scores looking like on the other ends?
The other rinks?
Yep.
It's next door I can see that Dave Ferguson is got well, last time we gave an update was only 2 ends ago, was at 5-4. It's now 11-4 over Mason Lewis. The next one over, which is the other men's four semi-final between Northmead and Wenty Leagues. Wenty Leagues has got a very big lead, and I think it's still to nil. And I can't see the other scoreboards from here, but in another 5 minutes or so, I'll duck out and get some updates. Still only fairly early.
Not a terrible area here.
Oh, Sophie's
Sophie,
just
oh.
gonna. She would have been all over that jack.
Mm.
Still got 3 seconds. So Natalie would love to get another one in amongst this.
Mm. Just thinking, might have been a good thing she missed that, because I feel like it would have gone straight back to Natalie's bowl. Just here in front of Reaghan. And she might lose her 3 seconds.
Yeah. Well, that one might be close to third shot.
I'd love to see a little trail here from Reaghan. Only a little one.
Yeah, I think she's gonna switch over from what she was calling Sophie. She was
Mm.
on the draw shot. That front pink one of Danelle's is probably in a way, so she's switching over to the forehand. Just turned her back pretty quick on that one, so don't think that's going to be in amongst it. So Sam just had a little bit of a chat with her side. I think they'll won't be anything more on than just a draw shot here. I think she'll have to go forehand. I still don't think she'll get under those front ones. Getting to be a bit of a crowd out there now too, Katie. We've got 6 full rinks here.
Yeah.
4 semi-finals and 2 finals. First day of the regional championships as we see a very nice bowl from Sam. This is going to switch Reaghan over.
I think it's framed it a bit for Reaghan.
Yeah, she's got a tacking line on it. It's going to be in the area of the Chanel's bowl. Not quite going to come back enough to get the inside.
She has cut it down though.
Well, I think
Just
she's
a-
taken that one out, so does that front one beat it? The camera angles can be quite deceptive.
There we go. Nat says there. Oh, Samantha is holding one.
Just repeat the dose from her first bowl.
Mm.
Grab a 2. Walk away with a lead. And she has done that. So Sam Noronha now leads 7-6 after 8 ends, and that is the first time they've been in the lead since the first end where they grabbed a shot. Four twos and 4 singles.
Back to Danelle's favourite length on this end. This looks pretty similar to another. What do you reckon? Another 24-metre length? Or?
Yeah, I think that's might be a touch longer actually. The mat is a fair way back.
Mm.
Once again, Danelle's just cut across that head on that hand. She's just not trusting to throw it right out. That's definitely the widest hand out of the 4. Very good start there from Peyton.
I think Danelle's just struggling a bit to find it out there. Has gone back though.
Yeah, it might be worth one of her teammates getting in the rear and trying to switch over onto that other hand, possibly. And well, Peyton's played a lot over on these rinks the last couple of weeks, and I think she'll find her grasp most of this game. She's playing down on that narrower hand. Seventeen-year-old Chanel Chakouch coming down with a very nice starting bowl.
Brilliant.
I think she's probably been the most consistent on the draw out of the side, out of both sides. As I said, I'll duck out and get some updates on the other rinks for you shortly. If you're looking for updates on those other rinks, I will be putting them. You can find those scores on a link from the comments of the Metro Northwest Region Bowls pages. We see Chanel play another brilliant shot. I think this was where the girls identified that the big danger was what if Chanel got into this form, which you know she can play. They knew that this was going to be something that they'd have to deal with.
Mm.
If Chanel keeps doing that, having to work out when and how you play weight. Up until now, the bowls in the head have probably been pretty even from both sides.
She hasn't really given much to the Bunns either with those two shots.
Yeah.
So they're both pretty much bang on the line. Wider bowl on the side where you can't really get much of a result off it anyway. So leaving them both only a couple bowls out, you're really just stuck with a draw for the time being.
Yep, I think at this stage get some bowls in the head. Maybe get something you can work off yourself.
Mm.
And you don't want to keep playing that weight that Sophie's just done there and not getting a result, because that bowl of Peyton's, which is third shot, is sticking out nicely for movement for a big total. Well, it's a tighter line. Well, it's still 2 shots to Chanel as part of Samantha's side. 2 very good bowls in there, and that one bowl of Peyton's, the blue bowl. If Reaghan keeps playing weight and missing, that bowl may be worth a fair few in the end.
Mm.
Well, fair bit of conversation there between Sam and Nat. Looks like she's considered not going near it and getting back if the jack can come back here if Reaghan plays a bit of weight.
I think she was calling that slow down a touch though.
Right. Well, is this going to get back? Well, that's a very good result.
Now this, as simple as it may seem, this is quite tricky for Sam because you don't really want to leave her with anything on either hand, and there's really not much worth playing for with Peyton's bowl there now since Nat's bowl has been moved.
Yep. I think that's what this conversation's about as well. Just don't want to leave anything there that gives any bigger target for Reaghan to look at.
I mean, I think personally I would still stay on the same hand as Sam is doing, but wouldn't all mind drawing just a touch short just to get in her eye.
Well, the way I see it, there is still danger. If Reaghan goes quick, takes her own bowl out, I think it's going to be at least 4, if not 5. So there is that bit of danger.
You reckon it'll be 4 or 5?
Well, I think the very back left-hand corner is probably that bowl of Peyton's, or Julie's, I think, is it? It's probably their closest. After that, I think the two teal bowls and the white bowl come into it. So I think that would be 5.
I was trying to watch the body language there. I'm not sure if she's looking for that bigger bit of weight there. She was pointing at the contact through Chanel's bowls, which for that would require some weight. Definitely a positive shot, but not as aggressive.
Yeah, not huge weight. It's very good effort.
Yeah, very reliant on the grass there, but fair effort
Well,
anyway.
I'm actually having a look for the second. Was that signal only one?
I didn't catch it.
Well, someone will come and do the board for us shortly, but it's at least one shot to Sam to take it to at least 8, and it was 2.
2.
So it's 9-6. I'll take this opportunity to go out and get some updates. Just a reminder, we've got the senior, men's senior pairs semi-finals. We have the women's senior fours final and the men's open fours semi-finals.
Thanks for that, Gavin. I'll see him soon. It's just back to Katie time now. I get to entertain you guys all by myself. Although I do need to fix this camera. Excuse that. Much longer here. We're almost T to T. Let's see where this mat is sat. We are sitting about one bowl off the back line of the mat off the tee. And just under 2 foot off the tee here at the jack. So I'm just going to go ahead and call this one T to T, and I think you guys would like to agree with me. So now Gavin's sort of stolen everything I wanted to say in this little break where I was just with you guys, but if you're just tuning in, this is the Metro Northwest Region Open Women's Fours Final, where we have Samantha Noronha versus Reaghan Bunn as the skips. We have the youngster team of Reaghan Bunn playing with Peytan at lead, Peytan Bunn. We have Julie Rothery at second and Sophie Payne at third. And for Samantha's team, we have Danelle Hutchinson, Chakouch, Natalie Lewis, and Samantha Noronha. So just under halfway through the game here. It seems like Sam's team has adjusted quite well to the T length. Peyton has struggled a little bit from the start, so hopefully Julie can pick it up here. Quite an important start here for Julie. Looks like she's just dropped short a little bit as well. So that's about 2.5 meters. Luckily not in the eye line for that forehand. You'll definitely get some good turnout there. Most players will be aiming out to the boundary line and trusting that will well and truly come back as we watch Chanel prove my point. She has finished just behind the jack, and I'll move that for you. There we go. So Samantha is holding 4 from the start. Might get a result here. Oh yeah, 1 to Julie there. Definitely a valuable shot having that for Reaghan's team. They definitely need to get something in there from the start. As we see Nat come in, she's almost taken the shot straight back. Well, that is a brilliant shot. Finishing only a couple bowls behind the jack. She is holding. Is definitely still dangerous for Reaghan's team. They need to get more in the head. As now Julie's bowl is a target. And as Sophie comes in, draws another second shot. Let's see what Nat can put down for a second bowl. Looks pretty similar.
Certainly is.
Welcome back, Evan.
Yes, just been out getting some live scores. So once again, you can see those by following the link on the Metro Northwest Facebook page. Go to where we've shared this stream, and in the first comment in there, you'll see a link to the updated scores. As we see Sophie Payne looking for an extra foot or two, and she's
drawn another third.
Yep.
That is quite a level of class from Nat, I will say. For our first tee to tee, she's put 2 within a foot, and nearly every other player on the rink has struggled so far to get that line and weight.
So next door you can see the two rinks next door are the men's Open Fours semi-finals. Both are big scores. So we have an All Maryland semi where we have Dave Ferguson leading Mason Lewis 15-6 on 9 ends. And Maddie Longswan from Wenty Leagues has a 22-1 lead over the Northmead side, skipped by Mickey O'Loughlin. As we see Samantha just getting around behind. We have the ladies senior fours final, and we have a 9-3 lead from Pennant Hills over the hills after 7 of 18 ends. And there's only one shot games in the men's senior pairs for semi-finals. As we see Reaghan Bunn in the area here. She's going to sit on the shot bowl and hold 1. So we are nearly halfway through this game. We've had 6 ends where 2 shots have been scored and 3 singles. So fairly tight the whole way through. Good effort there from Sam. But it will be one shot to Reaghan Bunn. If you've joined us recently, it is fairly easy to tell who's who because both sides being Marylands, but the all blue bowls, they're all Reaghan Bunn side, and the pink, green and white are all Samantha Noronha's. So Sam leading by 3 shots at the moment. Reaghan's going to get at least 1 shot here. Sophie urging it on, and Reaghan's played 2 great bowls that end for 2 shots, and it is 1 shot the difference yet again. Going into the 11th end of this 21 end game, we have a 1-shot game. We've got to get in the back and fix up that score. It is 9-8 after 10 ends. As we see Peyton 2 foot in behind. I was just out there recently, as you know, getting some scores, and Peyton was quite stressed. She needs to just calm down. A long way to go. Danelle once again just swinging across that head. We are in Western Sydney, 20 degrees at the moment. So lovely weather for bowls, bit of cloud cover which makes it even more comfortable out there. And we have the first day of the Metro Northwest Region Finals. The winners of each of the finals this weekend and next weekend all go through to the state finals next year. So Danelle has corrected her weight very well, but just a little bit narrow again. Reaghan will call upon Julie to try and draw a close shot. Chanel been playing very good bowls the last half dozen end or so. Jack high bowl there, coming down on that narrower hand. It just didn't turn in for her. Breeze is coming up out there, and we're looking at close to a 16-second green, so the breeze will play a part as we see a good correction here from Julie, and that is the shot. So it's a 1, maybe 2 to Reaghan Bunn's team in this all Maryland's Magic final here at the Cauldron. Chanel fixed up her grasp, but just 2 foot short. Sixteen-year-old Sophie Payne coming down on a good line. Her bowls will turn in a fair bit. And that's another one in there. Natalie, the twin sister of Sam, coming down here with her first bowl. It's in the area. That's a very nice bowl. If it falls, it's definitely shot. Sophie doesn't need to do much to improve on a last bowl. And she's looking like she's in the area as well. Yeah, very good bowl. Wasn't what she wanted, I wouldn't think, but she would have been not looking to try and just have that little bit of extra weight to run into her own bowl if she missed the line like she did. So we will have the last bowl before the changeover. Natalie very close on this one as well. Just going to be a touch tight as well. That'll be second shot at least. It's been a good battle this game. Young Reaghan Bunn here, she's played some very good draw shots under pressure. She did put 2 in their last end. Can she do something similar again? This is the wide hand, so you've got to get it out there a bit. Quite a decent crowd out there now too. Got 6 different clubs represented here across the 6 rinks. Sam, their owner, looking very good here. If she can just get down and hold on, she's just going to go through. Reaghan needs a good yard and a half on a last. Looks like a narrower line. Don't think that's going to count. You need to be another couple of feet up. So, last bowl of the end. One-shot game. Currently it's lying as a tied game. And with Sam just running through, it will be one shot to Reaghan Bunn, and that means just past the halfway point after 11 of 21 ends, we have a tied game, 9-9. Well, we expected a good game, and we're getting a good battle. The 2 men's 4 semi-finals are being played at the moment. We'll be live streaming the final this afternoon. At the conclusion of this game, we'll be having presentations for this particular final and the ladies senior fours final. So about 1 to 1:30 we'll have the men's fours final, and at the moment there's a couple of big scores in those semi-finals. In an All-Maryland semi-final, we've got David Ferguson. He has a 7-shot lead after 10 ends, but he's a 24 to 0 still, I think, lead for Wenty Leagues over Northmead. Danelle again coming down far too tight. I've harped on about this, but that left-hand side of the screen is a very wide hand. Got to really trust to get it right out there. Well, Danelle's going to be tight again, but she will get a little bit of luck and run into the shot bowl and hang around. But still one to Peytan. Julie Rothery, the grandmother figure in this side. The other 3 members of her side are average age of 16. Julie's over 40. We have another teenager here, Chakouch. Nice starter there. Maybe 2 foot behind. Another second shot. Well, Danelle's looking like she's on an attacking line and weight here. And she has got the gap. That was a very good effort. She had 2 seconds. It was definitely worth being up amongst it. If she could have landed that bowl, it would have been a lot of pressure here on the back end of the youngsters. Looking good here from Sophie Payne. Just going to be shy of counting. Reaghan indicates a good 2.5 feet short. And on this particular end, it's the team of blue bowls that don't have anything past the head. And Reaghan sort of indicated that, so she would like Sophie to come up through this gap and be 2 feet in behind. Well, this is a very good bowl. Unfortunately, she's just crashed, but it's still better. Natalie's got a wider line here. Looks like a draw line. Clap here from her sister. They're interested. Well, it's just gone through too. Well, on the changeover, it's 1 to Reaghan Bunn. Via Peyton's bowl, as we see Julie run away from one of Jack McShane's bowls. Obviously looking for, I think the Jack might be in the pit quite wide. You can see some of those scores in the background. They're the men's 4 semi-finals. So it's a 24-4 lead for Wenty over Northmead. And we have Dave Ferguson, a 15-8 leader over Mason Lewis. Reaghan Bunn just going to be shy as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if Sam tries to play similar sort of weight to her sister's last bowl. Be able to meet her through, gets a piece of the jack, she'll make a few. Which would put big pressure on Reaghan with her last bowl, so we'll see what she decides. As you can see, she's got to throw it out a long way up there. Coming back nicely on the draw here. It's going to be just shy as well. Well, we're having a bit of a look, but I'm not quite sure what else is on apart from draw shot. Had 2 feet in the last. So, second last bowl down on its way here. This is Reaghan Bunn. Only 17-year-old. Clapping here, so they like it. I don't think it's going to count though. But it is in a good spot because there was that opportunity to make a decent multiple for Sam by trailing that jack. So all she needs to do is add 2 feet on the last. It's a narrower line. And we have a single shot there to Reaghan Bunn, which takes her to double figures. And it is 10-9 after the 12 ends. Well, with the men's fours semi-final between Northmead and Wenty being a bit of a blowout, we'd expect that from here on you'd like to believe that the Wenty side will make the final this afternoon for the live stream. That's Maddie Swan's side, as we see Peyton put another well-weighted bowl down. She's the last couple of ends, so she's started to nail it again. As I said a couple of ends ago, she was a bit stressed when I went out there, but looks like she's calmed herself down. And a bit of a broken record, but yeah, once again, Danelle just cutting that head. She had good weight. Yeah, Peyton playing another nice bowl here. Not what she wanted, but she was in the area. So I'll have to get this one out a fair bit further. This is, of the four hands, this is the widest one. You really have to get some air out there. Very good correction. Coming back to the line. So Julie Rothery coming down on her forehand, holding one shot at the moment. You'll notice this won't turn as much as the other hand there. Running to Peyton's would be a good result for her. Probably a bit too hard. Opened it right up again. And Chanel is going to take full advantage of that. Well, she's just knocked it the wrong way too. Well, Reaghan swapped Julie over. Got her out in that backhand. Well, she's looking like she's weighted this quite well. That'll be a counter. Holding a couple. Well, Snell's just got to put an extra foot or two width out there, and she's done that. If she's got the same weight, she'll come in for shots. Great bowl, Chakouch. Unfortunately for her, she just didn't get enough of that jack to sort of tuck it in around. It's a nice target out there for Sophie to make sure she's up amongst it. Well, she's not quite going to hold on. That's a good sider for her next one. They do have 2 seconds and the 2 backwards. So Reaghan would be quite happy with that sort of weight. We've got Natalie playing the other hand inside out. Unlucky, she's possibly given it away. But another one in amongst it. If she has given it away, Sophie will be on the draw. She does look like an aggressive line. Yeah, just didn't get out enough for the draw shot again. Sam's indicated one down, but she does have 2 seconds. She's called for a similar sort of shot. Run into the bowl or jack, it's all positive for her. Sam asking for it to get down. It'll definitely get down. It's just a matter of how far and how heavy. Yep. I think that was the weight she was looking for. So we've just crossed over for the skips. Sammy Dukes is asking for the score next door. Well, it's a 17-8 lead to Fergo over Mason Lewis. So a bit to do from Mason's side. He's third. Mick Harry's unavailable due to injury today. Only pulled out yesterday late. So they've pushed Heath Lewis up to third. Tony Wood's gone back to lead, and Eddie Williams has come in at second. Sorry, no, I think Eddie's leading actually, and Tony's gone to second. Yeah, well, that's a rink of stars. You got State under over 40s, Pete and Harry playing lead for Fergo. Jack McShane and Sean Thompson, also state players at different levels, and you got Sean at second and Jack McShane playing third. 17-8 leaders. Okay, one shot to Reaghan. She's coming down with the second bowl now. Just going to be a bit through. So an opportunity here for Sam. She's once again going to come down on that forehand. If she can just trail that Jack, she could make 4. If she runs in the shot bowl, she can make 3. So there are options down there. Looking quite intent here at it. Oh, it's just going to hold on there. And it'll be one shot to Reaghan Bunn. Takes her out to a 2-shot lead. The biggest lead of the game was a 5-1 lead to Reaghan after 4 ends. And since then, the margin has been 2, 0, 1, 1, 3, 1, 0, 1 and 2. So it's been very tight the whole way through.
Had to go through and pick every number there, Gavin.
I thought it was bingo.
Sorry guys, just got back and I'm already missing my cues.
Well, Peyton's playing some very good bowls here these last 3 ends. A little bit tight there, but she's going well with the weight. Look, they've switched Danelle over. I think this is a good move. Out in this narrower hand. I mean, it's not narrow, but it's narrower. The Reaghan's team did identify the need for Peyton to win the up-front battle and get close bowls. Knowing that they had Chanel coming in behind Danelle, and she's been in a rich vein of form again recently, as we see a decent bowl there again from Peyton. And Peyton's done that job. And I think Chanel's probably held shot more than 50% of the time after she's finished bowling as well. So it's been the back end that's been having to make the difference a bit, and it's been fairly even as well. Danelle fixing the grass up a bit there. Well, this is a nice bowl coming in here from Julie Rothery. Very nice, Julie. Julie's been a mentor for a couple of these kids in the 2 years that they've been here. Played club pairs with, I think, Sophie the first year and Reaghan the second that they were here. as we see Chanel on a good track, but not quite there. Bit narrower here from Julie. So she's going to just run into Chanel's bowl, and not sure if that's changed the shot or not. But it has blocked Chanel's shot, so Sam switched her across to the forehand. It's looking like a pretty good track. It's just whether she can sit on that shot bowl. She's got the jack, one down. Once again, a great effort from Chanel with little luck. Last two ends, she's got touches that have gone the opposite way, that to the opposition bowls.
She has left her team with 2 good seconds, though.
Yeah, it might even be 3.
True.
Well, not now.
Certainly still worth just trying to get one definitely in there.
Yeah, a bit of a conversation going on and between the sisters, and I don't mind this. Try and just change something up early. Yeah, she got the result.
Got enough of it. Think I'd favour that for 2. What do you reckon, Gav?
Yeah, look, it looks like that on the screen. Live, it's up the other end from us, so it's hard to tell. But either way, it's definitely was the shot to play. Try and change something up rather than trying to draw on this hand here. Sophie's got a very good bowl here. She may well have got the shot back, I think.
That's a fair area. Yeah, that's the shot, for sure.
So Natalie will be following this one down. Looking to just get inside it. Won't be upset if she's a foot or 2 through and move that bowl. As you can see, she hasn't got too much weight on, but look at it hold.
That's a really good set from Nat, though.
Yeah.
Very fair effort from that drive to draw, and she's only a bowl off. On that hand that we've discussed is the toughest on the rink, so.
Well, I've mentioned it a few times. The highest end score has been a 2 throughout this game, so Reaghan needs to get another one in there. Otherwise, the opportunity, I think, is there for that shot bowl to be moved by Sam and sitting for 3. I think that's the first real attacking shot. Oh no, we've had a couple of drives earlier, didn't we? Yeah.
A lot of them by Sam, yes.
Yep.
But
Reaghan's just overdone that one. Yeah, once again, it's just not going to turn out in that hand. It's very difficult to play that hand around that front bowl. Out of the hand, you would have thought that was all over it, but just straightens out there.
that will make it a bit more difficult as it's flopped inwards.
Yeah, it's a very fine
Yeah.
line around Sophie's front one now.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, it's not Sophie's, it's Peyton's.
Julie's. Oh, one of them.
It's one of them. And Reaghan has put in a second shot. And Sam's going to play the same sort of shot then as she just played. See, I think that's too wide.
Oh,
Well,
she's just drawn it cold.
I thought she was going to be playing a bit more weight. So, yeah, that is the shot. Another one-shot game. 10-11, Katie.
Got that one sorted for you, Gavin. We got Danelle back to her usual favourite coming this way. Which I think when I've left, I think she's swapped hands as well. If I do recall correctly, Peyton did start on that hand a little bit earlier than Danelle. Down comes Danelle's second shot. Just a quick bit on the high side again.
Yeah, they've thrown it down on that narrow hand, but she just hasn't got out a bit wider like she needs to. So after 14 ends, Danelle is hopefully now going to think, well, I've just got to chuck it out there, give it a chance, as we see Peyton with a very good correction. I'll go out and get some more updates for you shortly. I can see the men's fours semi-finals. It's a 10-shot lead to Dave Ferguson over Mason Lewis in an all Maryland semi-final. That's with 8 ends to go, and it's a 25-6 lead for Wenty over Northmead.
As I was talking before when you left, Gavin, it looks like most of our players have swapped to the forehand coming this way. We had some players on the wide hand before I left. Is this something that has been going on while I was away, or?
I just think that hand just kept getting wider and wider. I'm pretty sure it was Sam that called Danelle to get out there on that hand because she was tight on that wider hand all the time. I think Chanel's probably just followed her a little bit. Chanel was getting the grass fairly well, although the last few ends it has been turning a little bit across. So just probably trying to find that kinder grass out there.
And what do you reckon that is? Is that changes in the green, or is that more of a weather thing?
Definitely changing the green.
Okay.
Between 9 and 11 you get a bit of a change as Julie knocks Chanel's up there. You get that little bit of a change where it'll speed up a bit, then all of a sudden at 11 o'clock, which is about now, over the last half hour to about midday, it'll start to settle down a bit. And then just depending on how the weather is, if it starts to suck a bit of moisture out of the green, it will possibly change again. So it's not an easy time to be bowling, the morning session from 9 through to midday, 1 o'clock. The afternoon, it'll stay fairly similar throughout the game. Just depending on how late it goes, it may start to slow down a touch, but probably not here in daylight savings. Well weighted bowl from Sophie. One shot here to Samantha's side, courtesy of Chanel's bowl. It got knocked up a little bit. And they do have all the backwood. This is looking nice. Very good bowl. Natalie Lewis getting a second shot in there. Sophie Payne coming down now. Looks like she's on a pretty good line here. Well,
Wow.
Sophie, very good shot. As I did mention, it is all a backward to Sam Noronha, which wasn't too much of an issue while they were holding shot, but now that they're down, I'd say she'd be looking up on that backhand onto Chanel's bowl, I would be thinking. Good yard or two. She's got the aggressive line for that. Yeah, I assume that that was not the weight she wanted. Well, it won't hurt if Reaghan gets up just in behind the jack. She's got a good line here, and I think her weight's excellent as well. Yep, that is pretty damn good. So Sam's thrown it down a little bit wider. She has the weight to get up in amongst and change things. And she has. She's got the bowl clean. Well, Sophie's quick for the call to draw the shot. Looking live, I think she's got at least 3 second woods. Well, that was a great conversion there from Sam Noronha to bring it to an 11-11 game after 15 of 21 ends. Looking next door, it's a 10-shot lead to Dave Ferguson over Mason Lewis. Fergo's still holding shot bears, and Mason's last bowl's about to come down, so it's a good lead there, and the Wenty side is a 21-shot lead with 8 ends to play. I'll duck out and see the senior women's fours final score, and hopefully get a couple of updates from the senior pairs for those people who are looking for updates.
Right, measuring out the length of jack here. And it's okay. Danelle here, just starting on the text of our paint on the green here. It looks like possibly about 1.5 yards behind. Peyton with a stronger start. Brilliant there. Only jack high and a bowl out. See how Danelle replies. Just running through again. Can Peyton double the dosage? Oh, here she comes. Brilliant. Great shots, Gonna need a little bit of Chanel's trusty draw here. As Gavin mentioned earlier, about 50% of the time Chanel's draw shot is what gets them the shot. And she's just cut a bit narrow. Bumped Peyton's short ball up for shot. Her weight was quite good for it though. Only really looking to sit the bowl, get a little trail. Julie's first bowl finished a little bit behind, but I don't all mind it. If any movement of the jack goes back to two of Danelle's, right on top of each other, we've got another one out there just in case. Second attempt from Chanel. She's added a bit more weight. Just a bit higher this time. If I were Reaghan, I wouldn't mind having a little bit behind. Just trying to cover those two shots of Danelle's. And Julie's tried really hard. Just a touch high again. But definitely not wasted. As we welcome Gavin back to the scene.
Yeah, it's a couple of good bowls again from Peyton, by the looks of it. So yeah, got some updates. As I've mentioned before, the men's fours. It's a very good lead to Dave Ferguson over Mason Lewis. It's now 23-9. In the other men's fours, it's Wenty with a 20-shot lead. So they're looking very comfortable to make this afternoon's final, which will be live streaming. As we see Sophie, Payne holding a couple of shots. We have a final out there as well. That's the women's senior fours, as Sophie's just outside the count. Good shot on here. Little trail. Could make 5. Yeah, so in the ladies' fours final, it is a close one. 3 shots in it with 6 ends to go. It's Pennant Hills. Catherine Foster's team over Karen McCann from the Hills. And then we have the men's senior fours, pairs, as we see this bowl on a very good line. Jack
Bang.
back. Oh, gee, she didn't got too much of the bowl. That's a cracking effort.
It has left them with 3 seconds though. Definitely need to get another one in there for Reaghan.
Yes, the only thing it does is it's reduced the target, unfortunately for them.
Yes.
But yes, as you say, Sophie needs another one in there. And very quickly as this comes down, in the men's senior pairs semis, we have Toon Gabby a 4-shot lead over Denniston. And in the Wenty versus Wenty game, good bowl there from
Good
Sophie.
shot, Sophie.
It's 9-all between Chuck Fung and Martin Miles. Well, I don't know that Sophie's counted, but it has definitely made things better. As Katie alluded to, there was at least 3 seconds before that bowl.
I think I would favour Sophie's to count there. I think it would beat the other two by at least a bowl. I'd go up to 2 bowls.
And if I've read Sam's body language correctly, she's going to be going up the middle.
What inside piece of Sophie's work off to get shot bowl?
I think she's going to be more aggressive than that. And you can't see it.
Can't see anything. Oh,
It's cleared a lot out.
some bowls are gone.
So it is a 1-shot to Reaghan Bunn. She has 2 bowls left. Well, this one's going to be right around behind. Might actually be going swimming. And one bowl left each now. It is one shot to Reaghan Bunn. It is 11 all after 15 of 21 ends. So buckle yourselves in for these last 5 and a bit ends. It's another big effort, and it's going to be narrow. So Reaghan will have last say at this end. These are the ones that become so important at the end of a game.
Definitely. I can't count how many times in recent times where I get to the end of the game and go, oh, I wish I drew that shot.
Well,
Wish we got that extra punch
she's
there.
looking good.
She is. She navigates this.
Oh,
Yep.
very nice young lady, Reaghan Bunn.
I'm giving her 2 off for the bat.
Yeah, it's something we were chatting with Sophie yesterday. She finishes school very early on a Friday, so she was down here by 10:30 yesterday afternoon, and Cody and myself were in the office, and we were chatting about a few things, and especially about how many people think at the end of the game, oh, that last bowl of mine cost us the game, but there's probably 80 odd bowls each. In a pairs game was what we were talking about. That somewhere along the game, that was probably where it could have been won or lost. So don't think it's the last bowl. Every bowl's got to count, and Reaghan has done that.
Yeah, 100%.
Would have been quite easy for a lot of people there to just go, well, I've got one. Whew, I'm in the lead. And
Yeah. I mean, it could even get to a point later on in the game where you have just that 1 point lead and you go, okay, well, now it's a lot harder for them to catch up. Like, even if you're, say, for example, if you had 2 ahead on the last end, if you picked up a 1 earlier, it'd be 3. Like, even just the mentality of getting into their head saying, oh, I need to make 3 instead of 2.
Absolutely. And in a very tight game like this one, the one-shot lead could have felt like, and 5 shots, it's been so tight. So, yeah, 2 shots would at this stage of the game would feel very good.
Definitely.
Well, Peyton's corrected her weight fairly well, but she's crossed the head. It's good to see that Danelle's got a grass right in the first bowl. We are coming into the last handful of ends. Now, Danelle's cut a grass again, and that's counted against her a fair bit there. Next door, it's a 15-shot lead to Dave Ferguson. 6 ends to go. Julie's gone narrow. She'll be out of bounds. She's actually got the shot on the next rink. Chanel now probably been the most consistent on the draw shot in the match. And she has played this very well again.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Absolutely. Made 2 out of it as well. Yeah, we're seeing Peyton be fairly dominant over Danelle at lead, and we've seen Chanel fairly dominant over Julie at second, and it's probably balanced itself out throughout the whole game. And it's probably come down to a couple of good shots from the thirds and skips as Julie Rothery goes through the gap. Still 2 down. That's a very good shot. Chanel looking to drop 2 feet. Draw in for a third one. Won't matter if she is. Still has that 2 feet if she runs into the bowls in the head. And another great draw shot from Chanel.
Almost covers those 2 balls from Julie as well.
Yeah.
Very valuable.
Probably in Sophie's mind, she's probably happier with this situation now. It looks like a wider head to sort of
Yeah.
sit on something and feel like you've got a chance to get a second.
But
second
more options.
Yeah.
Bigger shelf.
Yeah.
And we've got a comment here from Bailey that I missed, saying, "G'day guys, how are you going?" So I think I'm doing pretty well. I think the weather out here is lovely today. As much as it's very overcast with the clouds, I am loving it as someone who hates summer. I've got my jacket on. I'm nice and cozy. I don't know about Gavin. He'll never wear a jacket.
No.
Not even at negative 13 degrees.
Looking at that spelly, that might be Bailey from Victoria, Bailey Randall. So, hello, mate, if that is you.
And if it's not you, hello anyway.
Yes, whoever you are. So, Sophie was quite heavy with the first one. She'll be looking to improve on that. She's going to be tight, though. And we are going to go into the skips with probably the biggest number of shots, probably all game, 3 at the moment. Natalie Lewis down on her forehand. Her side's been preferring this hand, and she's
Drawn 4.
drawing the 4th shot. And I don't like the look of Reaghan's face just then. It's not something that she should be getting upset with. She can't control it.
Yes, it is just
She's got
a draw shot.
two big bowls here.
Bailey confirms that it is Bailey Randall.
G'day, mate. Reaghan just pulled back there. The rink next door is strolling down. Okay, Reaghan Bunn leading the match by 2 shots. She has 2 bowls left this end, and she's facing a 4-shot deficit on this end.
I think there has been one end before right near the start where Reaghan came to the mat 4 down.
Yeah, right. Well, she's played
She
this
is
well.
close.
She's going to get enough to sit.
Ooh.
Well,
At least cut that one out, I think.
yeah, I think she's probably still 3 down, but
That only puts her 1 behind on the big board.
absolutely. And all she has to do is improve a few inches to get shots. So,
Really not much to get upset about there, in my eyes. That's Sam bringing her first ball down now. Still playing the forehand.
yeah, she's waving it in, and she's not happy with it. Didn't have the weight either. Reaghan coming down to have a look. Well, she's got 2 options. She just tries to do what she just did with the first one. She only has to change minimal to get these shots, second shot. If she's not feeling confident, she might try and play weight. Looks like she's trying to trail the jack. What you saying now? I don't mind jack trail weight. If she runs into something, there's a good chance she can change things. She draws so well, I would back her to draw it, but it doesn't look like she's going to have the confidence to do that, and I'm fine with that as her coach.
I mean, even here I'm not all opposed to some weight because you don't really lose all of your bowls anyway.
That's right. The way it's spread out, she's going to get 1 or 2. So
It looks like she's going for the draw anyway, but...
it looked like she was going to try and play weight to get that jack back.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, that's sort of what I got from her body language, and she played that weight.
Right, okay.
Well, it looks like 3 with a bowl to come. And we have not had a score above 2 shots on the first 16 ends. But here on end 17, I think we're going to see a 3. And that is confirmed.
3 indeed.
Sam has taken the lead again, 14-13 after 17 ends. We have 4 to go, including the one about to be played.
Yes, so Sam's side has had the lead on 3 occasions. 1-0, 9-8, and now 14-13. So it'll be interesting to see how especially Reaghan copes with this late in the game. So Danelle's lengthened it right out. She's a mat and a half up from the tee. She's put the jack close to the tee.
Oh, I've put that out way too much. There we go.
And she's got to wait fairly well, but she's just going to cut across the head. But there'll be a lot of bowls outside that, I would think. It's a very good start. Definitely the longest end of the game. Peyton's turned her back on this one.
We actually had one.
No wonder she turned her back on that. She's half a metre short.
How
it's
dare she?
About a metre, actually.
While you run off the first time to go grab scores, Gav did point out that we had this length nearly exactly to the centimetre, where the jack was a bowl off the tee and the mat was 1.5 feet off the tee.
Right.
And I'm looking at both cameras here and it's almost exactly the same.
Right.
So this would be the second time to correct you from before.
Thank you.
No worries.
You can put the big stick away now. Danelle's played 2 good bowls. We are seeing Peyton with some improved weight here. She's just crashed on the front one though. I think it's 2 to Danelle, with her side in the lead, 14-13. We're down to the final 4 ends. And the 2 men's semis have both been declared. So we will be watching, good bowl there from Chanel. So we'll be watching and live streaming the men's 4s final this afternoon, probably just after 1 o'clock. And that will be live streamed. That will be between Maryland's side of Dave Ferguson against the Wenty League side of Maddie Swan. Julie's played a fairly decent bowl down there. As I said, this is the longest end of the game. Chanel's bowl just getting stuck out there a bit. Well, you haven't seen the winning bowl of this end yet, but it is one of the better ones in this direction for a while.
Yeah, got to agree there.
Especially with this change in length.
Yeah, definitely.
And Julie's looking fairly well again.
She can pick a good line here, get down to Danelle's bowl.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's helping.
Yep. Possibly still 2 shots to Sam's side. Yes, that's been confirmed. With her sister Natalie coming down here on the forehand now. Every bowl so important from here on.
Natalie's drawn a close one with her first one.
Yep, that's
yet
the
again.
shot. Yes, yeah, she's been very, very handy the last 6 ends especially. Sophie following down on the forehand. Reaghan asking it to slow down, but I think it's close. Ooh, it's going to be second shot, I think.
There's a reason she's on the green and you aren't, Gavin.
I like the pace for knocking that jack in the ditch.
Also the part that this is a women's 4s thing. So.
It's never stopped me before. Looking good again. Well, this is a very nice head of bowls here.
And she's drawn it again.
That'll be 2 at least.
And this is the
Oh,
same as our last 2 to tee that we had, where most people struggled to get within a metre, and Nat has just put 2 within a foot.
Yep.
Holding 2.
Her class showing. Sophie doesn't have to change a great deal. Reaghan telling it to slow down again, but hers will turn, so this might be in the area.
Could get down to the bowl.
And it will.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Very close to getting 2 out of it.
And if you've got an elastic tape, Katie, but... Well, this is a nice head of bowls. All right, we're going to be having Sam up first, and I would be suggesting that she'll be coming down to the backhand.
I've been gifted a Mentos by Tony.
Well, that would have been from Lucky, I would believe. Lucky's one of our social bowlers.
Oh, lovely.
I think he's getting close to late 80s. Oh, wait,
Just like you, Gavin.
Yes, turns... That's when I was born, late 80s.
That's pushing it. Minus 30 years or so.
This is close to shots. Reaghan on a good line here for her bowl. It's just whether she navigates Chanel's. She's done that this time.
Looks like it's coming right down.
Well,
I think that flopped in for shot.
1 down is the signal, I believe, from Natalie. Sam doesn't have to do much different to her first.
Oh, sorry, I missed Sam's bowl on the left. I was looking at Nat's bowl going, yep, Reaghan got in.
Well, she's called 1 down, so I'm not sure which bowl is. I assume it's the one in behind.
Yeah, I'd say Sophie's.
So, Reaghan holding shot here to get her side back even. And once again, we're talking about these free hits, free kicks. Not sure what Sophie's done there.
There is a pretty big opportunity down the forehand with a little trail. They've got pretty much all of that back clump covered with both of Sophie's and Julie's bowl. You can make a 5 out of it if you're lucky.
Well, she's going for the draw, and she's definitely tighter than the last bowl. Doesn't want to get onto the jack here.
Yeah, trail on this side is not pretty.
Does not want to get onto the
Oh
jack
dear.
here. Oh,
Stay
she's
with
got
it.
the shot
Yep.
still. And the fact that she stayed with it's probably saved her, because if she'd given 3 shots away there, I don't know that Reaghan would have recovered. So,
Especially this late into the game.
yeah.
Only 3 ends to go.
And it is 14-14. So, all Maryland's final here in the women's. As we've mentioned, we'll be live streaming the men's fours final in probably an hour's time, and that will be Maryland's versus Wenty. The senior women's is 18.
Everyone's going nuts because I thought it was an extra end.
Well, we've just been interrupted here in the office because everyone's been told by the umpire it's an 18 end game, and they were thinking it was an extra end, but no, it is 21 ends. The senior women's final is 18 ends, that's 3 rinks away.
That actually makes me wonder if the men finished so early because they hit 18 and just chucked the towel in.
They chucked the towel in because it was big scores.
Yeah.
So good start here from Peyton Bunn.
Just a touch on the quick side from Danelle.
Much better than being short. Peyton's got another good line on it. Yeah, she's been bowling quite well, young Peyton. Been getting a side off to a real good start. In fact, she's played so well, I think even her sister might even say that she went well.
I hope so.
Yeah, another good bowl in there from Danelle, just in behind.
Good correction there.
It's in a good spot for Reaghan to trail it to. Reaghan, if you're watching this on replay, don't listen to me. Julie Rothery. She'll be just down in behind Danelle's last bowl. Reaghan giving that a clapping for a good reason. She needs to cover everything. You don't want to drop a big score at this part of the game.
100%. Especially when they think it's a tie break.
Yeah, that's right. Chanel, as usual, in the area.
Oh, I just slid through. Still the 2 to Reaghan. And she's covering packs again. I'm happy with that shot selection, Gavin.
Yep, and obviously if Julie's through or short, then she's still in good positions. And that's very close to where she wanted it, so well done.
Yeah. Be pretty chuffed about that myself.
So I think she does need Sophie to try and get a closer bowl in. Oh, Chanel's put her head down on that one. It looks wider than the last one. Maybe heavier, yeah. Well, looks like a very nervy finish here for these ladies. We have 4 teenagers involved out of the 8 at regional level. Winner of this going off to the state finals. Sophie Payne coming down on her forehand. It's looking good grass for her. Just over, but it counts.
Good home anyway.
Yep, she's a metre behind, but it is counting. And it is 4 shots on the grass as we see it. But this lady has been ripping in with her bowls recent ends. Just going to slide underneath. Weighted it very well. Sophie will need to get one closer here. Well, splitting everything up.
I don't think we could have split that pack much more, really.
No. But this lady here has been on fire in recent ends. Is she going to be the one that changes things up here? She has got it on the nose.
I think she's
just rolled
in.
through, yeah. We're live just not far from Jack High, and it's definitely the front bowl that's got the shot. But it is a lot better.
Do you reckon it's gotten a bit quicker, Gavin?
Well, it definitely has from this morning. I don't know if it has. I think this is more nerves of not wanting to be short. I think that's the difference in this particular end, in my opinion. Well, that's not going to change anything. So Sam Noronha, 14 all. She's got 2 bowls to come. There is 42.5 centimetres to draw a shot.
Really?
Yep.
Not 43?
Got the laser out.
Oh, okay.
It's looking all right to me. It's going to be through though. One bowl each from these skips. And then we'll have 2 ends to determine the Metro Northwest Region Women's Fours Champions. Well, that's not going to change anything either. So it will be 1 shot. We're not going to get a multiple this end. This is looking good. Oh no, she might be a little quick again. So it is 1 to Reaghan Bunn. We have 2 ends to go. We have a 1-shot game. Who's the most nervous out there, Katie?
Oh, God. Probably the mums on the sidelines.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. No, I know Peyton gets quite nervous. Sophie doesn't. Reaghan, in her own way, gets a bit of nerves. Chanel's always cool, calm, collected. Twins always seem cool, calm and collected. You've played a bit with them. I
Yep.
assume that, yeah, they've been there, done that. I don't think anything much will phase, you know, the Chanel and the twins, that's for sure.
Danelle's probably
She'll be a bit nervous.
bit nervy at this point. Especially being up lead, you're sort of drawing on a bare green, and if you don't get it within this amount, you know, you're sort of in trouble.
And she's struggled all game, and it's often the way that when you've struggled all game and in games on the line, someone just comes out and plays their best bowl ever and could end up staying there and being the shot for the rest of the game. Anyway, we are into these last 2 ends. We shall see what happens.
We shall.
That looked like a nervy bowl from Peyton.
Whoop, just bumped the mic.
That's a better grass bowl there from Danelle. Both ladies fair bit through though. Came out nice and smooth from Peyton then. Looks all right to me. Yeah, well, this young girl can be very proud of the way she's played this game.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Not much correction needed here from Danelle. Take a metre off. She'll be in amongst it. Finished in nice places, which is what we talk about a lot with our youngsters, finishing good places.
100%.
Julie Rothery. Yeah, she's down in the air. She'll be a little bit tight, but she's close to moving things about. Maybe gave shot away, but that's not going to be the winning bowl, I wouldn't think, at this level. Chanel, who's been very consistent all day, looking like she's got another one in amongst it. Julie doesn't need to change a great deal. She's got we've got wider grass here, so if she's got similar weight, she's going to be in the area. Well, she's going to get down inside Chanel's last bowl.
Definitely worth covering that pack, though.
Yep. Yeah, worked down a good spot there.
Mm.
If Danelle's bowl is shot, it'll be 3 seconds to Reaghan Bunn's all blue bowls.
Well, looking from here, trying to peek through the crowd, I do think it's Julie's on the left.
Not anymore, I wouldn't think.
Okay, I take that back.
Or maybe she's going to roll around it. No, that hasn't changed
Alright,
anything.
I take that back.
Take the back.
I take the back, yeah.
Reaghan's got the fingers on it. I still don't think it's going to
Oh, she's not
change the
even-
shots. Well, Reaghan signalled 1 with the front one.
Didn't even have a look at Julie's. Maybe I'm terrible.
Well, that's beside the point.
Okay.
Sophie Payne coming down on her backhand. She's played forehand in this direction most of the day. And this hand is a little bit different grass-wise. Well, she's just going to be a touch over. Best bowler in this direction recently has been this lady on the mat now. Natalie Lewis. And I think she's done it again. Very nice shot. She's playing that forehand in this direction brilliantly.
Incredible bowling, and I wouldn't be surprised if she just banged it on there again with her second one too.
Yeah, the way she's been playing this direction in the last 3 or 4 ends. Yeah, I don't mind this call and...
Oh, she's close.
Gap. Oh no, bowl, Jack. Out,
Killed.
bounds. Play it again. Chucking them back.
Now, Gav, what's your preference when it comes to killing the ends? Do you like sending them all back to where we started, or would you rather swap to the other side? If it was your choice, of course.
I change all the time, but if it's a close game and I'm playing better in one direction, definitely throw them back. Keep playing in that same direction. You get your length right.
Do you reckon you'd be confident enough to play the hand that everyone's just put 2 balls down on, though? Or would you rather...
Well, I think here with Peyton with the jack, she just plays what she just did last end. She's doing very well with weight control. She's actually thrown this a bit longer though.
Throw them off their senses a little bit, Gav. I think it's...
Yeah, look, I think...
Technical
I think the
strategy.
If you look at this direction the last few times, the X factor has been Natalie Lewis. It doesn't matter where anyone else's bowls are, she's been nailing it.
Yep.
So the key is you've got to try and get that jack covered up before Natalie gets on the mat.
Try and get her off that draw shot.
Easy said, but she on that forehand in this direction, she's been deadly.
It's really hard to cover that on this sort of green where it turns so much.
Yep.
There is really, like on any average green, you sort of imagine a draw shot to be just arriving into the jack, but on a green like this, it is the full circle around the jack, so you could be going anywhere.
Yes, and
if that makes sense.
In the last metre of weight, you have a look how far they turn. So that last metre, it's turned more than a metre.
Yep.
Brilliant shot there from Peyton, and that is what we were just sort of talking about, trying to beat Natalie to it. I mean, not to discount what Danelle and Chanel can do, that's for sure. But
look, I think between the 3 of them, they've set Sam up really well. Every end, really.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking in this direction we're talking about.
Oh yeah, no.
Natalie being the one that can turn it around, but
yeah, of course.
The way that Chanel's been playing, I wouldn't be surprised she nails 2 on it as well. And Julie's actually been playing this backhand in this direction very well.
I don't know if this is just my... I forgot the word. What I've picked up on...
Good shot.
From this direction, but I've noticed that Julie, most of the game, has often been 1 metre, 2 metres through.
Yep.
Yeah. Which, honestly, that's what you want from your second.
Absolutely, and that was their plan that they discussed yesterday between themselves, and then had a chat to Julie about this morning. They wanted to ensure that Julie was up amongst there because they know how good that their opponents are at converting heads. Another very good bowl here from Chanel. Sneaking around that one for second. If not shot,
it's almost made it shot.
Long way away from, well, we are a long way away from seeing it live. not the bowls from the jack.
So definitely need the clarification there. Yeah, look, this has been a very class final, I have to say.
This is very good again from Julie too. Reaghan be very happy with that one.
Get to the pink one.
Sam having a look here. We might get an indication who's got shot.
Not really.
So Chanel be looking to come in just inside her last bowl. Last time she snuck around the blue bowl. It's an aggressive line and aggressive weight.
We've still got Sophie playing down the same hand as the opposition. Possibly just not wanting to give them something to work off on the forehand.
Yeah.
Or just could be favour of the backhand. Or a mix of both.
Well, I think Sophie personally favours the wider hand. We had a good long roll-up yesterday. She was out there several times with myself, Cody, a lot of the other kids, and that wider hand was, I think, her preference.
Yep. Sorry. Very clumsy on this stream.
A bit of discussion about what's required here. They've got Natalie on her favoured forehand.
The first one's finished, I'd say pretty close to the tee. Let me have a... about 2 feet behind.
Okay, we've got Sophie Payne coming down on a good line here. That will be followed by Natalie's second bowl, and then we're into the skips. This is looking good from Sophie. There's a clap. There's a high 10. 2 shots indicated.
I think any positive finish to this end for Reaghan is huge going into the last end.
Yeah, there's a good funnel here though.
Yeah.
Good funnel and a good bowler looking for it. Well,
Might have overcorrected.
It's going to swing across. So Skip's walking up now, so we've got one end plus 4 bowls. It's a 15-14 lead to Reaghan Bunn. Currently holding 2 on the green as we see it. But Sam Noronha has the last say on this end.
And if nothing changes here, which I'm assuming it will, but in the chance that nothing changes, Sam will have to do what hasn't been done yet this game and make a 4 to catch back up, or a 3 for a tie break, which has been done once in 21 ends.
Yes, 1-3 and the rest are 1s and 2s. Reaghan on a good line. Well, she shrugged as if she didn't like that. So whether she was trying to get back further or trying to being upset with being a bowl too far to count.
Has almost drawn a 3rd shot.
Yeah.
She's only like 2 bowls out.
All right, so this will be an aggressive sort of line and weight up through here. There is a good funnel, just got to get anything from the outside through to the shot bowl, and she's just followed her sister slightly under.
And call me crazy here, Gavin, but I would be looking for the bowl if I were Reaghan. Pink bowl, down the forehand.
Yeah, I'll call you crazy.
Why? Why? She's got 2 more after that, and it sort of just leaves Sam being forced to draw it. She can't risk dropping that much.
Yeah, and it's fairly safe really too.
It is.
Yep.
So I'm not crazy.
You are crazy.
Okay, well, I'm right, but I'm crazy.
Yep, you're right, because Sam will now be playing the same sort of shot as the last.
She's had a warm up.
As we've said before, it holds with weight. She's got less weight here, but she's got it out wider.
I would love to see what's happening.
It is close to shot. She has got the shot, I believe. From 2 down to 1 up. Natalie is very confident.
This could be 15 all on the last end.
That was a great shot.
Please stop fidgeting with this thing. That is the one. 15 all, last end.
This is why that lady plays for the state. Corrected brilliantly on a difficult hand to play that fiddly weight down on, and she did it brilliantly. Well, after 18 ends, it was 14 all. The crowd thought they were going on an extra end because I was told it was 18 ends, but this is the last end, and unless we get a tied end, this is definitely the last end.
Well, we won't. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, we won't get a tight end, silly. But no, we can score a 0.
Nervous roll of the jack there. And as I said last end, it was going to be Sam Noronha that got the last say on that end, and she converted and made the shot. It's going to be Reaghan Bunn with the last opportunity this end, the last end of the game.
She actually has a big advantage on this one since she has the choice of length and the last bowl. She's got both legs up over Sam here.
Yep. So, fairly short end, probably 25 metres. Danelle's got a grass out there, but I believe she's going to be a few metres behind. And this young lady, Peytan Bunn, 15 years old, she's been leading very, very well. And that is a very good start. It's not often her sister claps her bowls. No, in general they get on pretty well. Pretty good correction here from Danelle. Weighted that brilliantly. Well, Katie's going to be she's just gone outside to take some photos. So you're with me for the rest of this game. It is the final of the Metro Northwest Women's Fours. Winner going off to the state finals. And Chakouch with plenty of room to draw the shot here. Finishing a metre through. So we haven't seen the winning bowl yet. Rothery, been pretty steady all game. Well, that'll be number 1. She's now looking to take a metre and a half off. Been going through the stresses of the HSC. But talking to her this morning, she was quite calm about things, school and bowls. Let's just run through a bit again. So Julie just got to chuck it out a bit wider, which I don't think she's done. And now we will be into the thirds and skips, who will have the say about who goes through to the state finals. First up, it'll be Natalie Lewis. Been devastating in the opposite direction. And another handy bowl. Still one to Reaghan Bunn via the jack high bowl of Rothery. As we see Sophie Payne going back to the mat. We've just got Tony Wood stepping in to the commentary area. He's just played his semi-final out there next door. So he'll help me out for this last 8 bowls.
Timed it perfectly.
Absolutely. I don't know how much you watched while you were out there, Tony, but it's been a very close game all game.
Yeah, noticed the scores were pretty close all the way through. Not like our game.
Yeah, blew out a bit there for you.
Yeah, no, they were just a bit too consistent kind of thing. Couple of results kind of thing went against us, and about that bowls kind of thing, make your own luck, and we didn't have enough in the area compared to what they did.
Well, this will be the shot bowl. It is, well, I think, yep, so Reaghan's just confirmed that, so it must be fairly close. It's a good half a metre short.
Julie's bowl jack high, is it?
Yeah. So won't be much in it. Well, this is good grass for Sophie. She'll come in from here. So it's just about whether she can hold on weight-wise, and she has gone through. So it doesn't change what the situation was. So I believe it is one... See, looking at those lines, so all those lines, I'm pretty sure they're squares. So I would think that the blue bowl might be shot from here, but little shake of her head, then an indication of one by Natalie, thinking that the white bowl of hers is shot. Either way, I don't think the winning bowl's been played yet.
No, I've seen both skips play some good bowls, so...
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm going to run in all the way here.
Has it got the run? Well, it beats the white bowl, I think, so it's probably 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2 doesn't really matter.
No, it's not going to change it. Just got to beat the wing bowl of Julie's out there. You've worked a lot with Reaghan, Tony. You're going to back her in here?
Oh, who knows with Reaghan?
We've sort of said that a little bit.
I don't know, when I roll up with her, she seems to go to water kind of thing, but watching her play other people and stuff, she goes really good, so...
I back her in. I've seen her in Pennants this season play some big bowls to get her side out of trouble. Won't be this bowl, though. She will have last say. Got to get her head straight here. Just relax.
Yeah, it's the biggest problem with Reaghan at the moment. She just takes it too personally, kind of, and when she misses, she feels like she's let everybody else down, kind of thing. And she's just got to learn that next step, that it's not always her fault, kind of thing. Even when she's got the bowls to play them to win it.
Yep. Yeah, Katie and I were sort of discussing that on there early on. That it's not necessarily the last bowl that costs you the game. It's every bowl throughout the game. There's always opportunities to get one more shot. And
pretty important for Sam here to try and to draw this shot with this bowl.
Yeah, look, she adds a foot or 2 on the last bowl. She's got a good line here.
And you got more than her first one. You're going to stop in time.
Well, it's going to run through, so it's not going to count. So nothing has changed.
Reaghan coming down to waste some time. It's good to see her. Want to make sure she's nice and clear when she plays the shot.
Yeah, that's good body language there from her.
Well,
got a smile.
I reckon she thinks she's got shot.
Well, the way I said, if those lines are a square, there's a good... That blue bowl is a good bowl inside the line. And the white bowl is only just over the line. So it'll be close.
Yeah, Jackie's up above the line though, so...
All right, Reaghan's put the last bowl of the game down. She's telling it to slow down. Her bowl will turn a lot, so I reckon this is going to be close to shot. It is. And Reaghan Bunn has just played...
Is it going to stop?
Oh, is it going to stop? Well, it has. So I think that'll be it. Yes. Oh, they're going to get the tape out.
Oh.
Well, it's well inside that line, so Assuming the greenkeepers have got those lines as a proper square there, Tony, it's got to be the shot.
Yeah, like I said, the jack's slightly in front of that mark though, so
Natalie's got the knees quaking a bit there. They're going to shake some hands here as they do the measure. While they're doing that and we confirm what's going on, just a reminder that we will be live streaming the men's fours final straight after this, probably about 1 o'clock. We've got a presentation for a couple of finals out here. And Reaghan Bunn, Peytan Bunn, Sophie Payne, Julie Rothery have got one shot on the last end to have a 16-15 victory over, we had Danelle Hutchinson playing at lead, followed up by Chakouch, Natalie Lewis and Samantha Noronha. So congratulations to those. We'll have a quick presentation about 1 o'clock. Follow us on this channel on YouTube, and we will be back in a half hour.